It's your girl, Javy. I was just back at it again with the general tarot reading for this new moon, dark moon in Libra happening on October 6th. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. They are rolling out slowly, but everything goes to it. Yep. Be that excited about it. Someone just screamed. I'm pretty sure you could probably hear it. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Everything is going to Patreon first, patreon.com/justjeverything for daily tarot readings. My Instagram, justj_everything, and for other dope shit that I do, y'all already know my website, justjeverything.com. Now, this new moon, dark moon in Libra, a new moon is what they call it. It used to be called a dark moon, just for the noobs. I'm going to let you know, put you on game. It's when the sun and the moon are conjunct, meaning they are at the same degree in the sky. For here, they both will be conjunct at 13 degrees Libra. So that is when the moon's light is darkest because it's blocked out from the sun and the Earth's alignment, this whole like trajectory, this thing. So basically the moon is at its darkest, at its weakest. And there are some interesting themes that we get to explore because, as you know, I like to explore the dark side of the new moon. And there is a lot of this me versus we shit going on. We've been talking about it for a minute now, but it's definitely coming to light. It's interesting because this new moon, 1 year ago, I started writing down, like keeping all of my intentions. I always like wrote intentions for the new moon and full moon, but I actually started keeping them and I put them on my mirror in my bathroom. So I look at it every day. It's something that I see, something that I say, and I keep track. And everything except for, there's like one thing on there, and I'm probably just being really self-critical, but there's just like one or two things on there that that I like can't fully cross off. Everything else, my intentions, like handled. And that's a good way to like, or something that I just feel like I wanted to share, felt led to share with you guys because it's just a way to hold yourself accountable, to really make sure that like you're staying on top of your goals, you're staying on top of doing what you said that you're going to do, doing the right thing, doing the just, fair thing for yourself. For me, it was like selling my like little things. Either way, it's just cool to be able to like track them. But this new moon is happening early in the morning, so depending on your schedule, you may really want to like put out your crystals, put out your moon water, whatever it is that your rituals, do them. Either like put stuff out the night before, or you're gonna have to get up real early for this one, depending on where you are, of course. So check according to your time zone when 13 degrees Libra is happening. This new moon is extra special because it's going to be conjunct Mars as well. So the moon, the sun, the moon, and Mars are all like aligning at 13 degrees. And Mars is in detriment in Libra. Mars does not like being in Libra because it is forced to relate, forced to view this, to put on the lens of the other, to view life through not just me and what's going on with me, but viewing my life through me plus this other energy that I've got to align with. So this is going to be an extra fiery one. And it's funny because when I was leaning into this, a quote from like a song I heard in my childhood came to me, and it's some through the fire and some through the flood. Some through the fire, some through the flood, but we're all overcomers. And so This is a very purifying new moon. This is how it feels, like purified by fire, cleansed by fire, like forged by fire, that kind of thing. The sun and Mars, don't get it twisted, the moon will light that ass up too real quick, literally. And so there is trial by fire, like kind of, and that's going to manifest differently for you all. This is a general reading, but some through the fire, some through the flood. Either way, baby, you're an overcomer. Okay? It's just a matter of trying to really figure out what you trust in, what you believe in. And are you believing in yourself holistically enough to truly believe and support another? Y'all know I got to hit you with the handy dandy, Elias Lonsdale's Inside Degrees. I want to look up 13 degrees Libra. I went right to it. Oh, it's a long one. Jesus. Okay. Bear with me. Buckle in. Hydrate. Light it if you got it. And Elias Lonsdale's description of the 13th degree of Libra is men and women in white towels in a steam bath, talking and sweating profusely. Whoa. He goes in it. When you are personally ill, disattuned, all broken up, you can find a kind of healing and transformation by exposing yourself to shared experiences that give you a boost and let you release what has gotten you to this point. Whoo! You will find others in similar places to your own. Rituals and styles of change, of opening, of becoming somebody new can become a way of life in themselves. Being thrust into collective cycles, taking on collective karmas, immersing yourself in what is going on with everybody, feeling it all, sensing what it is like to be human, to be wounded, to be searching, alive to the multiple chemistries along an open-ended pathway. Alive to the multiple chemistries along an open-ended pathway. That's how I'm trying to live. That's how I live my life. Then again, y'all, I'm a Libra rising, so this is so potent for me. But alive to the multiple chemistries along an open-ended pathway, yet you also tend to loop back, to grow attached to the way it seems, and to be naive to what you are really doing after all. Experiences and processes must be springboards into really becoming free. Experiences and processes must be springboards into really becoming free. And perhaps also by rooting into a place where love is born, out of whose source you can get, and perhaps also by rooting into a place where love is born, out of whose source can give so abundantly and be sustained in the universal flow, as one who kept at it all. Sorry, I'm high. Now that just happened. And he can like write a run-on sentence. This is not even grammatically correct. Excuse me. I love you, Elias, but damn. I'm just going to start this last paragraph, which is a whole sentence. And perhaps also by rooting into a place where love is born, out of whose source you can give so abundantly and be sustained in the universal flow, as one who kept at it until all the semblances gave way to the adventure authentically embraced. Whew. Everything was awesome until that last part. Alive to the multiple chemistries along an open-ended pathway. There's something with that. I like that. And so, I want to ask two specific questions. For the people who are some semblance of single, and you're wanting to prepare for a relationship, what can those who are open to romantic connections right now, those who are ready and willing to be vulnerable and to go in and to do the thing, do the work, to be together. The people who are looking, or who are open. I don't want to say looking, because you should never be looking for love. It needs to, you don't chase, you attract. But those who are open to connection and relationship, what personal work what needs to be worked on to prepare for a relationship? Please give us guidance as to the Lover's reverse. Wow, okay. What you need to prepare for is maybe healing from the last one. Some of you are needing to really work on your communication skills. This ultimately is Mercury, and Mercury is retrograde right now. And so there is in Libra, and so there is this Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So there is this reflecting on how you communicate. Are you expressing yourself effectively? Are you communicating your needs? Are you standing up for what you want? Are you, I feel like also this period of time while you're alone is really important so that you can really learn how to choose people that are better suited for you. Learning how to take it slow. Learning how to not just let love come in and then you instantly prioritize your relationship and everything else falls to the wayside. It's like, can you maintain having a life and having new love? Because it is coming. Those of you who are open, something new is about to come in. And it is definitely something, for some of you, this is a big commitment. Some of you really could be taking it to the next level with this person. There may be somebody with Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, or fire placements coming in. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So those of you who are, and I'm saying open to another relationship because that does include polyamorous people and who are still open for other partnership. So those people and single people, I feel like what you're needing to prepare is stop acting like you don't want it. Stop being acting like it's like, I just heard that fucking Drake quote, like, we are the generation, this is the generation of not being in love and not being together. But we sure make it feel like we're together because we hate to see each other with somebody else. And there is something about maybe trying to act hard or acting like you don't want it, like you don't need love or whatever. You may be, the words that you may be saying may be betraying what you're feeling and betraying what you're actually trying to call in for yourself. And so there is something about, I also feel like you're needing to figure out, you're needing to hold out for people that have the same ethical and moral and political and just like, it's like we can't disagree about human rights. We cannot. And so some of you are, you also can't, like, let's say you can't pair with somebody who doesn't believe in what you do, who thinks like you're like bullshit or thinks that you're crazy. So some of you may be really trying to hold out. You're needing to hold out for somebody that I feel like is on your level. I also feel like some of you, you're really you may be needing to finish school before you prioritize a partner or relationship. Sorry, I have something in my eye. And there may be something, because I feel like also those of you, there are some of you who are watching who's like, your next relationship is like a very big one. For some of you, you're like, I want this to be my husband. I want this to be my wife. I want this to be my person or whatever. And I do feel like some of you, that shit's coming. It may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius placements. And also for this same demographic, what you guys are needing to work on are some issues with children, issues that you've been carrying around since childhood. There's something off about the way that you receive. You may not be really like letting people know what you want, because you may not know what you want. You may dislike the fact that you want a relationship, or you may dislike the fact that you want intimacy. And that's your shit to work out, not somebody else's. So there could be some sort of issue with worthiness, feeling like you're worthy of receiving. There may be a heartbreak from somebody with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements, or a heartbreak from the past that you've been carrying with you, and it's skewed your view of love. You may be being very pessimistic with your words about love when you're secretly hoping for all of this intimacy and togetherness. And it's like, no, you're not drawing that in. You're literally talking and then like communicating the opposite. I will come back to y'all. All right, so the people who are in existing relationships, what is the advice that they're needing to enhance their existing relationships? Deep breath. God, I need a better chair. What's the advice that we need for our greatest and highest good to enhance our pre-existing relationships, regardless of if they're romantic or not? It's just like relationships, friends. First card out, Temperance. How you can make your existing relationship better? Pour into yourself. Prioritize yourself. Some of y'all are up under people. Stop being up under people. It's like, figure out what you like, figure out what you want to do, figure out what you're into. It's really time to, it's like mix and meld and like get some alchemy going in there about like, you have the power to combine some elements in your life that will get you where you really want to go. Some of you, how you can fix your relationship is maybe stop drinking. For some of you, there may be addiction issues. Addiction to rejection, addiction to alcohol, addiction to food, eating disorders, sleeping disorders, alcoholism, escapism, whatever that looks like for you. For some of you, there's how you can, it's like stop self-sacrificing. Some of you have the way to improve your pre-existing relationships, especially if it's with a Pisces or a Sagittarius or a Cancer. Pisces, Sagittarius, Cancer, or Scorpio. You've got to have your own life, and you've got to start pursuing your dreams. some of you have just seven, what is this? The 7 of Cups and then the 2 of Cups. I mean, the 2 cups flowing is 9 of Cups, which 9 of Cups is the man sitting by himself. The 9 of Cups is what you have to master before you get to really attain the 10 of Cups. And that is, you need to figure out what fills your cup, babe. What shit are you into? What dreams do you need to be patient about? What do you need to bring into fruition? What journey are you getting back to? Because for some of you, it's like you may have lost your crown along the way. You may have lost your confidence. You may have disconnected from your purpose, disconnected from your reasoning why you started this or why you're doing this. And you can't find it. You can't make this way back to yourself without pouring into yourself. And that happens alone. No matter how healthy your fucking relationship is, it can always be healthier if you're happier, if you're self-sufficient. Some of you need some sort of recovery. There could be the ways to improve your relationships now. Maybe stop making excuses for people. There could be some illusions at play, a lot of emotional options. If you think that you're like getting played or something of that nature, it's like stop not looking at it. It's time to really like pay attention. Please clarify the 7 of Cups. The ways to, I also feel like it's time to like enrich your sexual lives for those of you who are in committed romantic relationships. 7 of Wands. And some of you, I'm just going to say it, some of you may be bored in your connections right now. And you're like kind of fighting yourself from doing something stupid. If you get drunk and like, don't play that game. Don't pull that card. I got drunk and did XYZ. No, it's like, just admit you're fucking bored. Have that conversation. And stop looking, and if you're bored, stop thinking that you're bored because of someone else. No, you're bored because of some shit that's within you that needs to be healed. And you may be in a relationship that you may have entered into a relationship with someone for different reasons than you really should enter a relationship with someone. There is healing, there is recovery. There's something about all these cups that are out. It's just like emotionality. If you are in an existing relationship, there is needing to be an equal exchange, pouring into yourself so you can properly pour into each other. It's like, but it starts here. It starts with you doing it for yourself. And then you have, once you get that balance down and that recipe down, then you can start pouring into yourself and into the collective and into your friends and into your family and all these different people and healing all these connections. Having all of these, it's like your wishes have the ability to come true, but they can't materialize from nothing. There's got to be some substance there. And if your cup is dry, then it's time to start asking, how do you refill it? And it's not anybody else's responsibility to do that. That's your emotional homework. Please clarify this. Please clarify temperance. For some of you, in existing relationships, the way that you can really improve this is to forgive. There may have been something that you're really upset by or something, and it's not, and forgiving doesn't mean, oh, I forget it, let's get back together. You may need to really like There may be something that upsetting that happened that you need to recover from, and the upsetting something that happened may have driven people to disassociate or to drink or to start really acting outside of themselves or behaving in weird ways or taking on addictions or habits that need healing. And some of you want to go your own way. You want to do something else. You want to take a risk. You want to take a leap of faith. You just want to move. You want to shift. And you're really needing to get quiet enough to listen to your intuition, to like see where you're really being led. Because it's like, if you take the leap of faith, you will be divinely supported. The sun at your back, lighting your way. It's just time to drop the dead weight and start traveling light. And the dead weight is going to be different for everybody. The dead weight may be a whole fucking person. There may be somebody with Aquarius placements that is in or needs recovery or needs time. Capricorn or Aquarius placements that really just needs fucking time. Or maybe it's like time to go away or get away from the party life. Get away from the temptations around you, or get away from something that you're trying to escape mentally. And trust and believe, if you're dating somebody that's in that like party phase, it's like, what are we celebrating at this point? Please clarify the star. Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah, it's like some of you, it's time to start pursuing your dreams, but it's just like you're just thinking about it. You're not doing it. It's time to start walking the talk. It's time to start practicing what you preach. And that requires you getting out of your comfort zone, especially emotionally. Now, let's clarify the Lovers reversed for the other group. Please clarify the Lovers reversed. For those welcoming in love, Lovers reversed. Yeah, working on your self-worth. There may be some situation with a Virgo that has really tried your self-worth. And you may be needing to rebuild. And the way to rebuild is by way of being very nurturing with yourself. Maybe being more conservative with your time. Being more discerning with who you share your time with. It's like you've got to make sure that you feel worthy so that you stop choosing people who treat you like you're not worthy. And you keep choosing people or attracting people that make you feel like you're not worthy, because the divine's trying to show you, hey, what's in you that doesn't feel worthy? What is going on in you that keeps attracting people that behave this way? What keeps you from walking away at that first red flag, or at least the third, you know? I'm sorry, I love you. Please clarify the Ace of Cups. Like, there's a difference between being guarded and self-protection. Oop, that was a read. King of Cups reversed. There may be somebody with Leo placements that, oh, I just heard you won't have it in the bag. You think you have it in the bag, but you don't have it in the bag all the way. I think also some of you are really recovering from someone that may have been disrespectful, or dealing with people who may have been, even as far as like kind of verbally abusive or mean, or your like emotional responses just clash really fucking hard. And what you guys are being prepared for is like the divine wants you with someone who's in awe of you, but you need to be in awe of yourself. And if you're in a place where you don't trust your originality and you talk shit on yourself often, you're not really excited about life, you feel really fucking lukewarm about everything, then it's not going to bring you this perfect divine partner so you can shit all over their life too. You know, I love you. I'm sorry. But there is just like this need to really start tapping into some self-awareness and really start learning more about yourself. It's like becoming your own. The divine wants you to be your own inner guru. You being your own moral compass, you being your own judge of character. There's like, you may be really judgmental and or there may be things that you're ignorant of in some way, and the divine is asking you to really educate yourself about the things that you're curious about, or the things that challenge you, the things that like make you angry or upset, or it's like allow yourself to research. Knowledge is the answer to the conflicts that you're facing. Please clarify the Hierophant. The Empress and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, there is a relationship. This is a commitment, a marriage card. Also, university school. Some of you, like, you're needing to get through this degree or getting through this course or whatever it is, or getting through this phase of acquiring a certain kind of wisdom or certification or skill set before the right person comes in. There could be someone younger than you that comes in, and there's like a discovery of feelings found while you're studying something or while you're like getting on top. And for some of you, this could be marriage. This is a wife card, a mother card, and someone coming in possibly with Taurus or Libra placements, Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Sagittarius placements that really like fucking rocks your world and really creates like this turning point. Some of you finally start, Nine of Pentacles, and then the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Two of Cups, and the Nine of fucking Cups, with the Nine of Wands under here. I can't make this shit up, with the Moon under here. So I'm telling you, underneath the Moon was the Four of Pentacles. Here we are. This is closing it out. Everybody, this is for all of us. We are all being asked to look at, and we're all going to, what's being illuminated is what we're holding on to. There may be some issues with a Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, specifically Capricorn. This is Sun in Capricorn. So there are illusions breaking with people with those placements, and you're being asked to look at what you're clinging to, because you're clinging to it. It's keeping you from, you clinging to this idea, clinging to this relationship, clinging to this pain or this narrative. Whatever it is that you're holding on to, you're inadvertently telling the divine to give you the opposite of what you're asking for. You're saying, I don't trust you to give me what I want, so I'm going to cling to keep acting hard and act like I don't want to be in a relationship when I really want love and I'm trying to cuddle as fuck later on. You know what I mean? It's like, let go of this like harsh facade, this harshness, because you may be trying to protect yourself, but you're just coming off guarded and cold, and there is this need for you to let go of that old, outdated security system, because this new moon in Libra is going to break all of those illusions. And it's time to figure out which side of you goes on this journey. Which side of you? Are you going to continue to be the domesticated, obedient dog, or is the feral wolf ready to rise the fuck up? Either are appropriate. It's just a matter of where you are in life. Some of y'all been wilding too hard. The wolf been leading the way this whole time, and you're ready to really maybe settle down and get more domesticated and explore how that feels. That's absolutely an option. Either way, regardless of however the illusion has been over your, or the wool has been pulled over your eyes about love, about relating, about togetherness, that illusion is breaking. The blindfold's coming off, and you're about to see all of the resources that are available to you, and you're about to really be aware of all the energy that you have to make your dreams come true, and do it for yourself. The Nine of Cups, what did I say? Where was it at? The Seven of Cups clarified, no. Where was it? Either way, it doesn't matter. Or something, I said something about the Nine of Cups earlier. But self-fulfillment, satisfaction, all of that, it wants to come in. But you've got to do it this way first. You've got to get really, it's time for all of us to do some emotional inventory. It's time for us to all be able to get in a place of being really proud of ourselves. And proud of ourselves because of what we've done, not because of who we're with. So there is a certain like self-satisfaction that's coming in that's going to put you in a position to healthily attract people and properly pair. And that's where this abundance, it's like, get you right first. Fill your cup. Make sure you, and after you fill one cup, you're going to be like, okay, I know how to do this. This is cool. Let me fill all these cups. I got this. I can at least lend a couple of these to some of y'all. You know, it's like, fill your cup. Take care of you. That's why the planes tell you, put your oxygen mask on first, baby. I love you. You got this.